Dmitry Bivol has quietly risen to become one of the most dangerous and undefeated fighters in boxing today. But how did he achieve such dominance? Today, we're going to break down the key factors behind Bivol's success: his control of range, his relentless jab, and his impeccable defense. And of course, we'll dive deep into how he outclassed Canelo Alvarez, one of boxing's greatest champions. We'll take you through the most important moments in his career, analyze his unique style, and explain why Bivol remains undefeated in one of boxing's toughest divisions. To understand Dmitry Bivol's success, we have to start with his exceptional footwork. Bivol is a master at controlling the distance between him and his opponents. He moves effortlessly around the ring, always staying in a position where he can land punches but remain difficult to hit. This footwork gives Bivol control over the fight, allowing him to dictate when and where exchanges take place. He's constantly moving his feet to create angles, which frustrates opponents and keeps them from setting their own rhythm. One of Bivol's trademarks is his ability to move backward and still throw punches, something that many fighters struggle with. This makes him dangerous no matter where he is in the ring. While Bivol is known for his offense, it's his defense that truly sets him apart. He employs a high guard, blocking and parrying most of the punches thrown his way. His defense isn't flashy, but it's incredibly effective. He rarely takes unnecessary risks, and as a result, his opponents often struggle to land clean shots. Bivol's head movement is subtle but effective. He doesn't waste energy making big movements, instead slipping just enough to avoid punches. This not only conserves his energy, but also keeps him in position to counter. This defensive discipline is what allowed Bivol to handle power punchers like Joe Smith Jr. and Canelo Alvarez. While both fighters are known for their knockout power, Bivol's defense neutralized their offense. Unlike fighters who rely on knockout power, Bivol overwhelms his opponents with a high volume of punches. He maintains a steady output throughout the fight, keeping his opponents busy defending instead of attacking. Bivol's jab is one of the most important weapons in his arsenal. It's fast, accurate, and relentless. He uses it to control the distance, set up combinations, and disrupt his opponent's rhythm. When you face Bivol, you're constantly dealing with his jab. It's like a spear that never stops coming at you. But it's not just the volume of punches that makes Bivol dangerous. It's his precision. He doesn't waste punches. Every shot is calculated. Whether it's a jab, a straight right, or a hook, Bivol knows exactly when and where to throw his punches to maximize damage while staying defensively responsible. In his fight against Jean Pascal, Bivol outclassed the former champion with his punch volume and accuracy. Pascal, known for his toughness, was overwhelmed by the number of clean shots Bivol landed round after round. Perhaps the most impressive part of Bivol's game is his range control. He knows exactly how far to stand from his opponent to make their punches ineffective while keeping himself in position to land his own. Bivol's control of range forces his opponents to lunge forward to close the distance, which opens them up to counters. We saw this happen repeatedly in his fight against Canelo Alvarez, where Canelo was forced to overextend to try and land his shots, only to be countered by Bivol. Bivol's ability to manage range is reminiscent of fighters like Vladimir Klitschko, who also relied on keeping opponents at arm's length to control the fight. But what sets Bivol apart is his ability to move forward and backward with ease, always staying balanced and ready to throw. When Bivol faced Canelo Alvarez, many thought Canelo would walk through Bivol's defense, but Bivol had other plans. The fight wasn't just about skill, it was about strategy and discipline. From the opening bell, Bivol kept Canelo at a distance, using his jab to prevent Canelo from working his way inside. As the fight progressed, Bivol's superior conditioning became evident. While Canelo started to slow down in the later rounds, Bivol kept up his punch volume, landing combinations and countering Canelo's attacks. Bivol's defense was also key. He blocked or slipped most of Canelo's power punches, making it difficult for Canelo to land anything significant. By the time the fight reached the championship rounds, it was clear that Bivol was in control, and Canelo had no answers. This victory wasn't just about Bivol outboxing Canelo. It was about outthinking him. Bivol's discipline, patience, and ability to execute his game plan perfectly made the difference. So, is Dmitry Bivol unbeatable? With an undefeated record and victories over top-tier opponents like Canelo Alvarez and Joe Smith Jr., Bivol has shown that he's one of the best in the world. But every fighter has weaknesses, and while Bivol's style is incredibly effective, there are ways that future opponents might try to exploit him. One area where Bivol could potentially struggle is against fighters with overwhelming pressure and stamina. While he's excellent at controlling the pace, an opponent who can cut off the ring and maintain pressure for all 12 rounds could present a challenge. Additionally, some analysts have pointed out that Bivol doesn't rely on one-punch knockout power. Instead, his strategy is to break opponents down with precision and volume, which means he needs to stay perfect for 12 rounds. A relentless pressure fighter who can take Bivol's punches and keep coming forward might create a situation where Bivol is forced into uncomfortable exchanges. However, Bivol will soon face Artur Beterbiev. With his undefeated record and 100% knockout ratio, Beterbiev presents a unique challenge that could test Bivol's defense, precision, and endurance like never before. This clash of styles, Bivol's technical mastery and range control against Beterbiev's raw power and aggression, could be one of the most highly anticipated fights in recent light heavyweight history. Only time will tell. Dmitry Bivol's undefeated career is a testament to his incredible technical skill, discipline, and ability to outthink his opponents. Whether it's his mastery of range, his impeccable defense, or his constant volume of precise punches, Bivol has proven time and time again that he's one of the most complete fighters in the sport. As he continues to defend his title and seek bigger challenges, the question remains, who, if anyone, can solve the puzzle that is Dmitry Bivol? Will his reign of dominance continue, or will a future opponent be able to crack the code? One thing's for sure, Bivol's legacy is still being written, and his place among the greats of the light heavyweight division is all but secured. Let us know in the comments who you think can challenge Bivol, and what you think makes him such a difficult opponent to beat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more boxing breakdowns.